Hello people, it's me, Libluini, and we are back in the adventures of Caelum 6, Dominions, or something like that. Lots of messages, of course half of those are just our mages constructing people out of courses. Or is this corpses out of courses? That's hard to pronounce. Is it corpse or corpse? I tend to forget. I only know the word for a military formation, which is always pronounced course. Huh. Are they all pronounced the same way? I should look this up instead of just going by vibes. Anyway, we are continuing our research. Taumaturgy is completed now, and alteration 2 because we already were that good, and now we are back to evocation. So we are slowly amassing some useful combat spells before going back to conjuration for our weird astral options. A dire portent. No, that's good. Oh, someone used this one astral thing that gives you astral pulse and makes everyone's magic shittier in exchange for adding +3 to the magic juice in the province where the magic ritual is being created. I keep forgetting the name, and I'm getting seriously déjà vu here. Did someone else do this in my other Let's Play, or has someone overridden this shit? I really should look at my recordings, but due to how my work time extends to most of my day, I tend to be a bit too exhausted to do much more than do those recordings. I guess on Saturday I have to look this shit up if I don't forget. We are still searching, but still no magic sites. Then we see Ulm finally taking out those stupid sea dogs. Those poor doggies, well, we don't need to look at those poor dogs being butchered. That's a bit mean. Then Bogarus. Bogarus tries a deathless. Some kind of Bogarus-only creature, I'm guessing. Never saw those one before. Koshel is an evil, shriveled and senile old man. Oh, it's a hero unit I never saw before. That's interesting. Old age 440. Yeah. That's kind of interesting combination. He is immortal. He should better be, because with that age he's dropping dead every Sunday. So he pinged this army. That's still not enough probably to take that castle, but what did he actually do? Did he something evil, like trying to curse everyone or something? No, he's just being a pest. I mean, he can, since he can't die. And since he will show up in Bogarus over and over again, I guess he can do whatever the fuck he wants. I guess he can just keep doing this until finally someone manages to use one of those astral spells like Soul Slay. Did he use Soul Slay at the end? Because there are astral mages after all. I guess, fuck, I have to do this the slow way. Although I wish this typing font would be easier to read in the snow. Back slow. Yeah, there are lots of missiles, but no magic. You're deceased. You are sometimes a clown game. It's completely irrelevant Except, of course, if he gets feeble-minded by one of the many, many nasties you can get from being deceased. Are there any mages here? Like, oh, glamour, huh? I think in earlier games it was astral and was changed to glamour, but I'm not sure. I never played Patala much. Ah yes, and those are Naga warriors. I have to look in the list, but I guess there weren't any astral mages to use Soul Slay. So I guess he can just keep doing this until a completely soul-destroying spell like Soul Slay ends him for good. Yeah, he's taking a nap right now. Yeah, that might take a while. I wonder if they will run out of ammunition before this guy finally dies. Oh, we will soon wake up again for another spell. Yeah. Crazy dead. Good lord. He has only one hit point left. And it's like they're magically missing him. One single hit would kill this guy. Well, he's sleeping again. Oh, someone has started using magic. Oh, yep. 2 points of damage. No, wait, that's deathless. Yes, 2 points of damage, and he is dead. So he was hit by a long-range attack. And he didn't manage to kill anything because the only deaths... 2 swordsmen. Now he has to do this 100 times again and he can still win. In the Godstop Mountains, another preacher has appeared. Resting Heights, heavy autumn rains, but we got some gams. We managed to kill the false prophet in Godstop Mountains. Yeah, but this message about... Yeah, this means another has appeared, so we have to continue patrolling to get the second one. And we are at negative. Wait, fuck. Why did the game get me there? Godstop Mountains here. Fucking hell. So we have to keep patrolling. Because now there is a hole in our dominion. And I hate that. At least it's still positive in terms of luck, but it's also fucking hot now. All this heat. Just glad I'm not playing middle or early age. So let's search real fast and then get our pretty boy out of here before he gets sick. He's not a big snake after all. Then in Resting Heights, yeah, that was the other event. And we destroyed the false prophet in... yeah, that's what I was thinking. But sadly there already was one, so I guess there is now another one. That makes something like 3 now. Troll Canyons. The walls are severely damaged, so we are about 3/4 of the way done, I think. Anyway, Resting Heights. We were lucky. The enemy didn't really do anything here. Of course, there are still more troops showing up now. Tianchi has asked to be careful, please, because he's eating our friend Raga. And of course, we like to oblige him, but we also don't want those fuckers to counterattack. I mean, logically, what makes the most sense would be freeing the capital and then getting back, but, well, it's the AI. You never know what they're doing, so I'll try to look into Raga itself to see how many troops are there even. And kind of hope that these assholes are avoiding us. But there's also no reason to just get killed here. How many units do we have here? Okay, 16. That's not too many. So let's go back to base. Let's not waste it here. And oh yeah, I have multiple of these guys. So in case I'm putting them into an army instead. Oh, he is sneaking somewhere else? The fuck? Oh yeah, he's on his way to Polgrave. Okay, I guess this is then for our friend over there. Right, I can reduce the recruitment a bit if it's just for that one guy. So let's continue searching manually and hope it helps. Well, she is done now and can research, I guess. We have more than enough people to researching, so she can preach instead. Get our dominion a little bit higher. Then we have 2 more weirdos here. She can corner leadership. Yeah, she has some leadership. Of course, we have mostly these guys. So let's give her some protection. And let me think. Advanced spells? No, only spells, please. And we have some guards for this guy. And we can start gifting some troops to our weirdos here. I put them on the normal I wanted to say into normal army integration mode. Because again, if I set them to stealth, there is no reason to not just set them to attack. So, well, some troops can be here. Just to show Patala that we aren't just ignoring them. Yeah, big chunks of units going down there to join the army, bringing the total count to 200, over 300. Oh yeah, and of course, we don't need more storm guards here. Yeah, let's go over here. Here we have an actual, for real, normal guy who can use normal units. And we have Stealth Guy. Stealth Guy can go to Stealth, of course. He doesn't have to go on the strategic map what we are doing here. And we keep Harab seraphing it up. And Millgate also recruits Harab Seraphs. Yes. Main recruitment is in here. Well, we don't need anyone now. Well, let's go to the Harab. Oh, wait. Do I need some new building first? Hide. Yeah, we have a normal guy here as some kind of guardian of the throne. And then we are stealthing it up. Yeah, please stay hidden here. Oh, it's probably for the best if we use our money for castle building instead. But we are of course also paying lots and lots of... Oh. How to put it... Wait there. I really had that amount of money still over? Well, how to put it... I completely lost my train of thought. Shit. So yeah, we need more money because slowly our constant recruitment eats in our supply of income. maintenance costs will keep rising and rising, and we are of course recruiting mages in multiple castles each turn. So not in the capital right now. We need more harem seraph, of course. Our harem seraphing it up everywhere. But of course in the outlying castles it's kind of a threat. So let's rejigger things and harem seraphing some more in our capital. Yes, please. We now have storm guards here and normal guys here, and yeah, there's still a lot of to go for our leaders here. I think I start a second squad so just I can place them a bit more evenly. Box form, nope, double fire formation. Line formation. God. So now I have more abominations here. And yes, my plan is to get at least up to 100 before... Oh, hey! Amber. Hey. My cat has come in again from outside. And now it's sleepy time for her. Because her cat flap is programmed to let her in. But if it's dark and cold outside, to not let her out again. It's even more important since there is construction going on in the street right here. So I really don't want her to run around with double problems. Forest on one side and streets with construction machinery on the other side of her territory. Besides, did you know that German hunters are allowed to kill cats they find in the forest? Yeah. So while the forest is too close and she is sterilized so she won't move too far away from her home, I'm still getting concerned if she spends the entire night somewhere else. So, of course, she is allowed to go out in the evening, but after dark, and if she comes in, that's it. She can play with me and sleep and eat, but not go outside anymore, because hell if I let some stupid hunter kill her, or what's more likely, she getting in a fist fight with some Martins or something. So anyway, yeah, we now have a lot of shockers here, and yeah, I think if I get to 100, it gets a bit problematic, because only our storm guards can stay close to them, because they're the ones with strong shock resistance. So if they accidentally step into something messy, they'll survive it. But we still have another squad we can give to Shiavashan. Shit, I really should use some more CCP-like names or something. Ah, fuck it. On the weekend when I have more time to look things up. 66, no. 78, 90. Okay, 3 turns, then the squad is finished and I'll start up the next one. Well, we have ample time. This would probably be enough for 2 more. But yeah, my air mage. I guess I could put him into the same squad and have him overcast Storm after Alteration 5 is finished. There's still Evocation 4, which will unlock Thunder Strikes. Orb Lightning would of course be an interesting close range option. Range 20 is not that much, and damage is low, but it can chain. Of course, our strength isn't exactly air magic, and Thunder Strike is just an option, an additional one, because it would allow me to combine our air and our death mages into one single force. And then we need Alteration 5, so our strongest air mage can even cast Storm in the first place, so our other air mages can power up Storm. It takes level 4 or level 3 if you put in extra gems, and fatigue cost is fairly mild and air gems required is 1. So if you cast this at level 3, fatigue cost would be something like either 150 or 200, so insane. And you need something like 2 gems to cast it, and then your mage is immediately asleep. But then everyone else can cast a spell that powers them up by +1, and then they can cast strong attack spells like Thunder Strike or summon air elementals with slightly less absurd gem usage. And of course, Storm itself reduces precision by half, and 50% of all missiles will never reach us. Our missiles will of course be lost too, but our Earthbound are also strong infantry forces. Clouds dissipate. So fire magic costs 50% more fatigue. Only rainstorm. So this is a nice thing because a storm can also be a rainstorm, not just a storm. This is even fucking hell, I forgot this, but there is a version of fucking hell alteration, please. Blizzard, something we can't cast because this combination isn't really possible for late age Caelum to easily achieve. We have air mages who are shitty at air magic and water magic, or a bit fairly good air mages who have zero knowledge of water magic, so this spell is not something I can cast. It's also something strange because it automatically sets the cold scale to 1 regardless of what it was. I guess this means if you go somewhere really cold, cold scale 4 or something, the spell would actually make it warmer? Strange. Otherwise, it just works like a normal storm, which I guess means you can cast storm power to power yourself up still. Oh, can only be cast in heat 1 or 0. Okay, this explains it. Too much heat and it doesn't work, and too much cold and it doesn't work either. Makes sense, I guess. But there's also some additional limitations, so it starts to get a bit weird, and it's effectively a jankier version of Storm with heavy limitations that takes a stupid amount of path levels to cast. So while it can be funny to change heat 1 to cold 1 just because you want to, it's also not exactly something we can really use at the time. Also, it will be kind of funny to use Storm as some kind of anti-missile shield, because Arrow Friend comes without a Storm, but has even better shield protection. 80% of all missiles hitting someone will be lost. That's long in the future. Fog Warriors are even more insane, because they have reduced damage to 1 as if everyone was ethereal. The enchantment will expire, or 1% chance. A hit that would have dealt 25 plus in damage or a hit from any magical source cancels the mist form after the damage reduction. So you can survive a big nasty spell, but only 1 time. Also there's a 1% chance that the entire enchantment will collapse if each time it has to protect against attack. So Fog Warriors are useful, but also if you have hundreds and hundreds of units, it can become statistically unwise to have it. I mean, it's still a lot of protection for not that much cost. And then there's Army of Mist, which does... oh wait, oh yeah, I forgot. Fog Warriors was originally affecting the entire battlefield, but now it's only an area of effect of 20 plus squares. Same rules as always. If you have more than level 4, then more squares get added per level. And now the new spell, Army of Mist, affects the entire battlefield. But of course the same rules apply. The enchantment can just stop working if you roll really badly during a battle. So let's not do this. Right here, which I should do after Alteration 5. It's probably time to move for some kind of enchantment ourselves. Also, which one was... ah, here, Stellar Focus by Pythium. And the Mother Oak by Pythium. Now, Pythium is really piling on the enchantments there. How are the thrones going? Well, Yeah, we are napping with our snake friends. Yeah, that's the Hall of Fame. None of us is on here because we have not fought too many people right now. No other direction. Ah yes, we forged some earth boots. I nearly forgot. That's our known constructed things. And the thrones. We have the Throne of Dreams. TNG has 2 thrones already. And we only need 13 ascension points, so this could be a fast game if we are unlucky. Agatha has 1, and TNG has even more. No one else has anything yet. But there's another level 3 throne in easy reach of us. I'm getting this must be the Throne of Creation, since it's the only beefy throne on the list. Cataclysm shows up in 3 years, which is 36 turns. So we better get on with it. Because if you have insane battle magic plus insane numbers of undead ready, we'll be in a good position if the Cataclysm starts. So we of course didn't find anything here. Oh, we didn't really search the range of shadows to level 2, so let's go over there. I keep away from Ozense just in case. If there is suddenly an attack into resting hates, I will probably have to send out one of my flying courses to throw them back, but heavy cavalry. We might have to take this seriously. I really hope Raga isn't doing anything stupid and instead tries to fight the 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 enemies they already have instead of bullying us. Not much else to say except, holy shit, is this really for reals? Huh. So anyway, we are continuing our slow march to victory here. Soon we have a castle here. And another castle here. And I'm guessing Polgrave will be upgraded to Citadel eventually. Yeah, I have some good mages and they are protected from death by now. For now. So I leave it at this and keep on recruiting Harem Seraphs now. At least they can do research if they don't have the right spells. And most of them can summon more abominations of the undead. Hell, I could probably do this right now. So I need death on air. Fire might be nice for searching purpose. Oh, fuck. Good that I reminded myself I also have to do something else first. Oh, I have so many fire mages now, that's kind of absurd. Also, you, my friend, your earth boots. Rear them, please. Now you're useful. And yeah, fuck, Old Age will kill this fucker soon. And as a white mage, he might get an additional level in death. So fuck it, twice born. Oh, I hate it when my stupid eyesight can't see what I'm doing, but I hear clicking. I always have this stupid fear I accidentally send an entire army to their doom. So now we have a third mage protected. Okay. But all those death gems are also fucking expensive, so I guess I leave one of them to die. Okay, this one is one of these guys with water magic. But we need at least something to give. We need multiple boosters to even get him close to cast blizzards. It seems to be a long-term project if I can't get someone with better paths in the future. Anyway. Wow, so many. Well, okay, I probably don't need to forge too many fire shit all at once. What I even have that's worthwhile in terms of fire. Skull Mentor. Lots of research, but it's also kind of pricey. There are better options. The Owl Quill is cheap, but it also does not give much research. It's probably better to instead pay some money for more mages. But I can forge Storm Spools. So, since I have gotten all those extra gems of the air variety, Why not boost our corpseman protection as long as we can? I want to keep some air shit in so I can cast some storms. But, well, another storms pool will bring us up to 5 casters per turn. That's 5 gems, so we're then losing 3 gems per turn. Let's plan for the future. I'll forge two new storms pools. Then we're going from 1, 2, 3, 4 of these clans to 6. Yeah, that will be 18 of them per turn. And then I will just continue until our air gems drop below 10. And then this will be our reserve until we finally get some fucking gem income. At least I have now lots of astral pearls, so as soon as more conjuration levels drop, I can get our dump assault back to our capital for some summoning. And how is it going? We have 381 per month, and we are at evocation 4. Yeah, that's 2 fucking turns sometimes, eh? And then the very next level will be alteration. Also, okay, at this point it's probably just 1 turn thanks to multiple majors showing up each turn. So let's say 1, 2, 3 turns, then we are at continuation 3, which will be another turn. Then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 11 turns. I'm guessing if I'm getting to continuation 6, however, will be at something like 600 to 700 research speed, depending on how many mages I can keep recruiting. So at that point we probably should line up some more long-term goals again. But right now our goal is mostly to reach a stage where we can at least get some magical leaders. Ahurani, I'm not so sure about. On the other hand, there is a nice online list where I can look some of those idiots up. The best, of course, would be the Ameshta Spenter. Probably so called because you're spending a lot of coins to get them. And I'm only saying this because astral pearls from far away look kind of tiny white coins. A Fravashi is, I think, more something like... Or is it the Ahurani, who is some kind of flying scout with some magic attached? Yeah, before I spend games, I probably looked this shit up. Yeah, that would be probably for the best. So having a flying side searcher could be useful. Maybe I still summon one of them. So next turn we get 12 more shambling chunks of flesh. And then we change tracks to 80 per turn and see how long we can do this. After all, if we are soon starting a war against Ulm probably, it's probably for the best to get lots of those fuckers done now, before we need more of them for real. Oh, cute. I forgot I actually made some owl quills at the beginning. Anyway, our expansion is kind of stopped for now. Our army is waiting. Let's see how many leaders we have. These 2, of course. And these 2 have not much leadership at all, except for a large chunk of undead. Let's see. Under leadership 100, so not as good. But I guess this means I can add a 3rd block of insane monsters. So I have a total of 300, plus the hundreds and hundreds of our normal units. That's probably a good 1,000 or something. I have a leader down here. Let's take a look. Yeah, I have Fly Guy and Walk Guy. And I have this other leader here. Wait, what am I doing? I have scripts. Of course, this is kind of funny. Let me check something real fast. No, we haven't unlocked Earthquake right now. We have some interesting spells unlocked here, like Giant Strength, Weapons of Sharpness, and so on. Target slash or piercing melee attacks deal armor piercing damage. That could be nice for especially since we have so many spear wielders who do piercing attacks. Weapons of Sharpness level 5. It goes area of effect 1. Yeah, there are probably better versions later down the lane, but it's of course something you could use if you have some kind of really strong single unit or commander you want to give this ability to. Increased strength. Giant Strength Warriors, area of effect 20 plus. Now that's big. Gives a lot of extra damage. A Shroud of Flying Shards. Even gives some air shield and 6 attacks with 1 damage armor piercing. Interesting, but Earthquake would be interesting because this guy can fly. So if he casts Earthquake repeatedly, everyone gets fucked up until he decides to fuck off. And mind you, we do have armies that can only fly, so we could be extra assholes and put this guy in with a purely flying army leader like little Stipe here, and then all those dumb assholes on the other side keep dying to earthquakes while our guys are just fighting normally. What we can do, of course, is mixing that shit in with our normal armies. So I feel like Windarfana, as he is called, will be one idiot who will be in a completely different army, carefully husbanded away from everything else, so he can earthquake it up without accidentally fucking everything else over. The best thing, of course, is since earthquake hits the entire battlefield, if there are enemy mages, they better learn to fly too, or they get fucked up real badly. Yeah, okay. I keep talking, but there is not much I can do right now. Right now I am doing this. Yeah, why not? I will now start to fill up Karesna with flying units before Gauri comes back. And then one of these two guys, Gauri or the new one, Karesna, will join Stipe with his normal army, or just imagine I got the names reversed, thank you. And this will be the normal army, flyers supported by our sacreds on the ground. And the other army will be flyers with an earthquake mage, one who is also twice born now, so even if he gets his stupid ass killed, I'll just get him back next turn. And my main army will then have air and undead mages to create a storm and really fuck things over for the enemy. Since one of the greatest threats against our horde of shambling undead is concentrated heavy fire of archers, and just deleting 50% of their missiles is far more important than deleting 50% of ours. Besides, our own bullets can just hit our own units in the back. So deleting 50% of our bullets will actually help us if we want all those shambling undeads to have a shocking effect. So, but for now I'm upgrading my undead forge by 2 storm spools, and then next turn I'll add 2 more casters to the role of creating shambling undeads, and I guess I can use the same mages. I have more than enough with fire inside if I want to forge something fire related. 44 event. That's kind of funny. Should probably ask around if someone wants fire gems from me. Agatha maybe. I'll ask Agatha if they want to give me some, I don't know, air, if they have it. But now I'm slowly getting hungry again. I immediately started recording after getting home from work. So instead of boring you to death by repeating myself, I'm signing out. Libluni is gone now. Until next time.